Please welcome Nowal Masari!
So, I am one of the unicorns that Kyle spoke of earlier. I was born and raised here. I will see the rest of you at the preservation meeting this weekend. I will be Skyping David Attenborough, so, about that documentary. My favorite thing, though, is when transplants say that they've lived here long enough that they can consider themselves natives. No, motherfucker, that's not how that works at all. Like, that is some Christopher Columbus nonsense right there. And no, it's also not the young person's retirement home that Portlandia promised. It's more like that weird kid in elementary school, the one that got made fun of for reading comic books, he ate boogers and smelled like pee. That's Portland. And I mean, if you didn't hold his damp yet crusty hand throughout that phase, you don't get to claim him post-glow-up. Especially now that he's a millionaire from creating some weird board game and is just slaying pussy man bun over Benjamins. You don't get to do that, no. I mean, I will welcome you to the hipster ant farm that is my hometown. I just need you to relax a little and embrace the true weird of Portland. Like, you see that guy over there by Voodoo Donuts? He's smiling at you. That's Earl, and he's smiling because he's got his dick in his hand. Welcome to Portland. That's why I always carry an umbrella. I know, it's gross, but it's true. Safety first, guys. That's never a fun thing to run into. I also get asked to go camping way too often. Fuck camping. No. I'm brown, and why would I go out there when I can stay at home, watching Naked and Afraid in my bed with mosquitoes nowhere near my vagina? I would also like to know how I'm expected to escape a murderer when I have zipped myself into a bag contained inside of a larger fabric sack. Getting out of a tent regularly is a fucking struggle, so I don't want to imagine what it's like when I'm trying to run for my life. Like Scooby-Doo, just pinwheeling limbs and a me-shaped cloud of smoke trailing in the background. Legitimately terrified of hill people as well. I have zero desire to go into the wilderness and confront whatever inbred, cannibalistic, sodomy-happy, Hills-Havisian maniac is lurking in the darkness of Estacada. And some people may say that I've seen too many horror movies. I've also done this thing since I was little, where I love to name things, like my car, other people's babies, my anxiety, which, as I found out recently, is a sign of anxiety. Who fucking knew? Her name is Patrice, and she has gotten so much worse with social media and modern technology. She's a real fucking cunt. It's like, oh, usually they text you back right away, but they're liking pictures on Instagram, they must hate you. No, that is insane, Patrice. I don't know, it's fine. They're not mad at me, there's no reason. Are you sure? Fine. People also are super surprised when I talk about how bad my anxiety really is. They tell me that. Oh, what do you have to be nervous about? You're fine. You're always so chill. Yes, thank you. That's a well-crafted front that I've perfected over decades, using humor and Zoloft to keep you from hearing my internal panic screams or seeing the terror in my eyes. But thank you for noticing. I recently identified myself as a kit, or cougar in training. My mom said I couldn't call myself a cougar because the age difference is not enough. Because my mom and I are cool like that. But I decided I needed to have some kind of name, so I came up with that. I've had a number of young gentlemen co-workers line up to grace the steps of the Haunted Mansion. Yes, I call her the Haunted Mansion. She seems a little bit spooky at first, but everybody wants to ride and they have a real good time once they're inside. I know. You're welcome. I know there are a lot of people out there that are going to be like, oh, you shouldn't sleep with your coworkers. That's a terrible idea. You're right. It's a terrible idea. You don't do it. I'm gonna. Well, I mean, this guy is just so annoyingly attractive. It's rude how good looking he is. While I'm over here looking like a hobgoblin in yoga pants on a normal given workday. But he still seems into it, so who the fuck am I to judge? I'm just going with it. He is from Generation Fuckboy, though. However, I was very surprised at how much of a gentleman he was when we went out on a date. I do have low expectations, but still. Just super sweet gentleman. It's like, sir, you are just blowing my mind right now. And eventually, I plan on returning the favor. But replace mine with dick. Thank you.